What up, it's moments to Downtown Raymond. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando for Tuesday, June 11th, 2024. Delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Raymel. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Rebel Moon was getting a sexier, bloodier director's cut. Netflix and director Zack Snyder announced a new version of the sci-fi film Tuesday. The director's cut will be presented in two parts, Chapter 1, Chalice of Blood, and Chapter 2, Curse of Forgiveness, which premieres August 2nd on Netflix. Rebel Moon was originally released in two parts, Part 1, A Child of Fire, in December of 2023, and Part 2, The Scar Giver, in April. The epic space opera follows Cora, played by Sofia Boutella, a warrior who leads a rebellion against the tyrannical region Belisarius, played by Frafi, an oppressive motherland. The cast also includes Jimon Hunsu, Ed Sirkin, Michelle Huisman, Donna Bay, Ray Fisher, Stans Neer, Cleopatra Coleman, and the voice of Anthony Hopkins. Netflix said in a press release, delved further into the mythology and madness of Zack Snyder's epic sci-fi saga in the viciously sexier, bloodier world of Rebel Moon, Chapter 1, Chalice of Blood, and Rebel Moon, Chapter 2, Curse of Forgiveness. Snyder previously released a director's cut of his DC film, Justice League. Universal Pictures released a trailer for the DreamWorks animation film The Wow Robot. The film is in theaters September 22nd. Academy Award winner Lupita Nyong'o provides the voice of robot Razum Unit 7134, or Roz. Razum washes ashore after a typhoon and discovers nature, animals, and plant life. Roz's language programs enables her to understand the animals so they speak English in the adaptation of Peter Brown's book. Roz helps a gosling hatch because the gosling to imprint upon her as his mother. A fox also befriends Roz and helps her navigate the forest. However, the robots eventually return to collect Roz and takes her away for repairs. Pedro Pascal, Bill Nighy, Kit Connor, Stephanie Sue, Mark Hamill, Matt Berry, and Ving Rhames also provide voices. DreamWorks veteran Chris Sanders wrote and directed the movie. Sanders' credits include How to Train Your Dragon and The Croods. Sanders also created Disney's Lilo and Stitch. AMC announced that Anne Rice's The Talamasca, a new show in its Anne Rice Immortal Universe. The network announced in a press release Tuesday that it's greenlit the upcoming drama based on the work of late author Anne Rice. The Talamasca centers on the titular secret society of men and women responsible for tracking, containing the witches, vampires, werewolves, and other creatures scattered around the globe. Members of the Talamasca appears in Anne Rice's Interview with a Vampire and Anne Rice's Mayfair Witches, the first two series in the Immortal Universe. Anne Rice's The Talamasca will feature John Lee Hancock and Mark Lafferty as writers, co-showrunners, and executive producers, with Hancock to also direct. Dan McDermott, the president of entertainment and AMC Studios of AMC Network, said, "This is a story we've been developing and wanting to tell from the earliest moments of this franchise, focused on a fascinating, compelling secret society that has already appeared in both of our existing Anne Rice series. As with all these shows, we are thrilled to have such a high-level talent involved, represented here by John Lee Hancock and Mark Lafferty, and, of course, working closely with director Mark Johnson as the creative head of our Anne Rice Immortal Universe. Season 1 will consist of 6 episodes and premiere on AMC and AMC Plus in late 2025. The series will begin production this fall in Manchester, England. Interview with the Vampire returns for a second season in May, while Mayfair Witches will soon complete production on its second season. Arcane will conclude with the second and final season on Netflix. Netflix announced Tuesday that the show will end with Season 2 and share a teaser trailer for the new season. Arcane is an animated series based on the video game League of Legends. The show follows Vi, voiced by Haley Steinfeld, and Jinx, played by Ella Purnell, sisters on opposite sides of a conflict between the utopian city of Plitover and the oppressed underworld of Zon. Season 2 opens in the aftermath of Jinx's attack on the Plitover Council. The trailer shows Plitover enforcer Caitlin, played by Kelly Young, lead a strike force into Zon with 3 objectives: locating Jinx, dismantling the production of the drug Shimmer, and neutralizing any remaining allies of Silco, played by Jason Sisbach. The preview also teases a confrontation between Vi and Jinx. Netflix previously shared a clip that shows Vi join Caitlin on the Enforcers. Arcane co-creator Christian Link said in a video to fans that the show is just the beginning of our larger storytelling journey and our partnership with the wonderful animation studio in Paris Cole Forche. The teams is developing other projects across television and films set in Runeterra, the world of League of Legends. Arcane Season 2 will premiere on Netflix in November. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II will star in a new series, Man of Fire. Netflix announced Monday that Abdul-Mateen will play John Creasy in the upcoming show. Man of Fire is a thriller based on the A.J. Quinnell book series. The first novel, Man of Fire, was previously adapted as a 1987 film starring Scott Glenn and a 2004 remake with Denzel Washington. The Netflix adaptation follows Creasy, a Special Force soldier who was, quote, known for surviving even the most desolate situations. An official description reads, John is now battling extreme PTSD and personal demons. As he attempts a fresh start, he finds himself back in the metamorphical fire and fighting harder than ever. Kyle Keelan serves as a writer and showrunner with Stephen Caple Jr. to direct episode 1 and 2. Keelan, Caple, and Abdul-Mateen will also executive produce. Man of Fire will consist of 8 episodes. Netflix has yet to announce a premiere date. Abdul-Mateen's previous roles include Black Manta in the Aquaman movies and Dr. Manhattan on Watchmen. He also starred in the film Us, The Trial of the Chicago 7, and The Matrix Resurrections. Netflix announced the cover song list for Bridgerton Season 3 Part 2 on Tuesday. The second half of the season premieres Thursday. Bridgerton covers modern pop songs with string quartets. The season will also feature the show's first original song, All I Want, performed by Tori Kelly. Part 2 features string versions of POV by Ariana Grande in Episode 5, Thunder by the Imagine Dragons, and Confident with Demi Lovato in Episode 6, Yellow by Coldplay and You Belong With Me by Taylor Swift in Episode 7, and Lights by Ellie Goulding and All I Want in the season finale. Part 1 included BTS, Billie Eilish, Nick Jonas, and Swift's duet with Lana Del Rey. Part 1 premiered on May 16th. UPI reviewed Part 1 and praised its focus on Penelope, played by Nicole Kaufman, while exploring interesting subplots with the ensemble. Aly and AJ singer Aly Michalka is a new mom. The singer and actress welcomed her first child son, Jack Francis, with her husband, Stephen Ringer, in April. Michalka said in an interview with People magazine published Monday that she gave birth to her baby boy April 21st at her home in Santa Barbara. The star says it was a very peaceful and calm birth, which is really what we were hoping for. She added of her son, he's just a great little guy. He's got a really special disposition about him. Michalka and Ringer chose the name Jack after Michalka's late maternal grandfather, while Francis is Ringer's family name. Michalka confirmed the birth by reposting the news on Instagram stories. Michalka and Ringer announced in January that they were expecting their first child together. The actress celebrated her impending motherhood in a post on Mother's Day in May. She said, at the time, blossoming into a mother has never felt more surreal. Happy Mother's Day to anyone who is a nurturer, and of course to my own mom and Mama Chalka. I love you so much for your firstborn. Michalka and Ringer celebrated their 9-year wedding anniversary last week. Michalka and her sister AJ Michalka perform as the music duo Aly and AJ. As an actress, Michalka is known for playing Keely on Phil of the Future, and Marty on Hell's Cats, and Peyton on iZombie. Melissa Etheridge shines a spotlight on female prisoners in the new docuseries Melissa Etheridge, I'm Not Broken. Paramount Plus shared a trailer and July premiere date for the two-part documentary Monday. I'm Not Broken follows Etheridge as she writes an original song inspired by letters sent by 5 female residents of the Topeka Correctional Facility in Kansas, a women's prison in her hometown. An official description reads, having recently lost her son to opiates, Etheridge works to understand and interrupt the cycle of addiction while connecting with these women who, as so often, are forgotten by society. The series explores themes of female incarceration, redemption, substance abuse, generational trauma, grief, and healing. In the trailer, Etheridge recounts how she grew up with the prison visible from her backyard. The singer-songwriter is seen performing her song for the women at a special concert. She says in another scene, the best I can do is be a light that holds these people up and say, you matter. Paramount Plus announced the docuseries in April. Melissa Etheridge, I'm Not Broken is directed by Brian Murrow and Amy Scott and produced by Jonathan Lynch. The documentary premieres July 9th on Paramount Plus. Etheridge announced the death of her son, Beckett Cypher, in May of 2020. Beckett was 21. Carly Pearce took to the stage on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. The country music singer performed her song Truck on Fire during Monday's episode of the NBC Late Night Talk Show. In Truck on Fire, Pearce sings about a cheating partner and setting his prize C71 truck on fire. The performer follows Pearce's announcement that she was recently diagnosed with the heart condition pericarditis. Truck on Fire appears on Pearce's 4th album, Hummingbird, released on Friday. The album also features the single We Don't Fight Anymore, featuring Chris Stapleton, and 12 other tracks, including Country Music Made Me Do It. Pearce said on Friday on Instagram, Hummingbird is finally here. I put my heart and soul into this record, and I hope it finds you on your journey in the exact right moment. Hummingbird is Pearce's first album since 29, written in stone in 2021. The singer will perform June 18th at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville and is also the special guest on Tim McGraw's Standing Room Only tour. She previously told fans she plans to tone down her performance as she recovers from her health issues. And finally, Billie Eilish returned to The Late Show with Stephen Colbert for another performance. The singer-songwriter, who's 22, performed her song The Greatest during Monday's episode of the CBS Late Night Talk Show. Eilish was joined by her brother, singer-songwriter, and music producer Vanessa O'Connor, who accompanied her on guitar. Eilish gave her first televised performance of Lunch, the lead single from her album Hit Me Hard and Soft, on The Late Show in May. Hit Me Hard and Soft is co-written by Eilish and O'Connor. The album was released on May 17th and features 8 other songs: Skinny, Chichirio, Birds of a Feather, Wildflower, L'Amour de Vie, The Diner, Bittersweet, and Blue. Eilish released a music video for Chichiro on Friday. The singer will promote Hit Me Hard and Soft with the new tour that begins September 29th in Quebec. And that is your entertainment report for Tuesday, June 11th, 2024. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.